It's Friday, December 27th, about 9:50 in the morning. I just came home. Gonna turn my heat on and see if it comes on. Can even potentially just leave my phone right here recording and get something to prop it on. Ugh. I don't know if this is gonna work actually. All right. Root tune. Okay. All right. It's good for now, I think. See that it's on. It's on auto mode. Let's see if it comes on. It's been about a minute and a half. So. I forgot to see what the temperature is outside first, because normally if it's like 50 degrees or warmer, I think even 49 degrees a couple nights ago it kicked on. But for some reason, if it drops to the mid 40s or the 30s, my heat will not come on. And it's been almost 2 months and they still haven't fixed it. And Brenda, the assistant manager here, and Chris, the head maintenance guy, both think that I'm just don't know what I'm talking about. It's been 2.5 minutes. So one time I think it took like one of the rare times it came on, it took 4 minutes. But another on Christmas Eve, it actually only took a minute and a half to come on. And that's like 1 out of like 20 attempts where I tried to turn my heat on and it actually came on. 1 out of 20 attempts. like it might even, I might have got my heat to work like 2 out of 30 attempts. In the evening. So during the day it normally does work. So I'm actually kind of surprised it's not even turning on. And of course their office is closed today, Friday, which sucks because means I should have talked to them yesterday, because if they would have said anything ridiculous to me or claimed that it was working just fine, my next step might have just been go straight to paying for a lawyer and taking legal action, because it's been almost 2 months. Like, I have the right as a resident here to have a working heat. I shouldn't be forced to use a freaking space heater. I'm renting the HVAC system, which includes heat, and it's not working during the evening when it's freezing. A lot of times it does finally work during the day, and I've had multiple people tell me it's a circuit board. I have a recording of my conversation with the actual HVAC guy that was here November 27th. He said he believes it's a circuit board that's not communicating to the to open the gas valve, and he was supposed to forward his findings. And of course, when I called the maintenance hotline during the day, they said they have no record of that. Like, that's insanity. Like they want me. Look at this. It's been 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and it's not. The heat is not coming on. There's no heat. Like that right there is evidence by itself. It shouldn't take 5 minutes. So let's leave this recording just to have undeniable proof, so they can stop calling me crazy. Like, let's just say it magically kicked on right now. I should still, this is still would be considered a defunct HVAC system. It shouldn't take 5 minutes for the heat to kick on. But guess what? All night last night, it never came on. The night before, it never came on. Like literally, like 95% of the time during the evening, it will not come on. By some miracle, on Christmas Eve, it was like in the 50s late at night. It actually was working. And I think that's the only reason it was working. Because for some reason, when it's in like the mid 50s or even just the 50 degrees, for some reason, it'll turn on. It's funny, the assistant manager, Brenda, a few weeks ago, she was like, it's like your hot water, you gotta wait for it to warm up. She don't even know how the heater works. Yeah. Within a minute and a half, it should be kicked on and warmed up. Like it literally uses gas, which gets this giant HVAC machine on top of the roof literally heats up the gas. Eight minutes and nothing. And it's interesting, the property manager, so they were actually open this week from like 7:30 to 12:30, and they did not, the entire week, Monday through Thursday, they did not, the property manager did not return my email, did not call me, nobody notified me. Hey, I got Darrell's report from December 20th. The after hours maintenance guy who was here, who saw for himself and stayed in my apartment right here for 2 hours trying to get my heat to come on. And finally, after 2 hours, he only got it to turn on when turning the fan on. But guess what? When you turn the fan on, the heat still cycles just like in auto mode, but it leaves the fan blowing. So when it switches back to fan only, it's blowing cold outside air. I don't even think Brenda, the assistant manager, realizes that. I wonder if Chris, the maintenance guy here, even knows that. You're supposed to have heat in auto mode. That way it cycles on and off, because otherwise it's going to blow cold outside air if you leave the fan constantly running. Because the heat does have to cycle and build up. Or at least that's how this one works. All right, 10 minutes and nothing. Nothing after 10 minutes. I mean, do I need to keep recording? I'll record. Even like 15 minutes should be enough proof. I could walk over to my neighbor John's house right this second and his heat would kick on within a minute. So imagine if I was a 90-year-old senior, because this is a senior community. I'm lucky that I even live here. And this was the case, like 62 degrees, like this place would get sued so quickly. So I might have no choice but to take legal action. Like, I've been reporting this for almost 2 months now, and they just... Yes, I know the problem is because they come during the day when it normally works. But look, it's 10 a.m. and it's not even working. So I think I'm about to call the after hours maintenance line again. But I'm going to laugh because if they finally show up and then it's working. And also, they always try and turn it on from the roof. Of course it's going to turn on from the roof. I'm trying to document that it won't turn on from here. Right, almost 14 minutes. Heat. It's in heat mode. It's on fan auto. Set to 71, but my apartment is at 62. The fan is not blowing at all. Clearly it says heat on, and clearly it is not working. "14 minutes. Do I really need more proof? How much more proof do I need?" All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call the emergency after hours line. Maybe I should just call a law office. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep giving them a chance to fix it. But it's been 2 months. Like, if not now, then when? Like, I think 2 months is long enough to finally like sue them over this. I should not have to suffer. It's literally like pain and suffering and emotional distress. 15 minutes.